All right, y'all, welcome back. If you've seen the first part of this, you've seen that I've worked a little bit on the trees, and we're going to work on this side where I got a little carried away and put some leaves in there without doing the tree trunks. So I'm going to go back and do those tree trunks. This is still kind of wet. You know, this has only been a day. So, but that's okay. That's okay. Because we're just gonna put some tree trunks in, and if I'm feeling really ambitious and I got enough time on my camera, I'm gonna put in some of the bluebells there. Maybe, I don't know, might be another part to this, but anyway, I'm using my angle brush to put the tree trunks in. I'll also be using my liner brush, which is a little flared out right there. But I use the liner brush to put in some smaller limbs and twigs and stuff up there in the tree. And then I'll be using my natural bristle fan brush, and we'll use that to put in the leaves. So let's get started. Okay, on the palette we have lemon yellow hue, cadmium lemon. We have burnt umber, raw umber, oxide of chromium, ivory black. We got cobalt blue, diazonine purple, and French ultramarine. Now I'm not sure which colors I'm going to use to make the bluebells, so we'll get to that when we get to that. But let's get at it. A little more yellow out there on the palette, because you go through some yellow when you're trying to make a lighter color of green. So, okay, let's get a little bit of this raw umber. So I'm using liquid, a little bit of liquid, and a touch of black in there. Make it kind of dark. All right, so we're going to put these trees in here. Now, try not to get my head in the way. I have to be conscious of that. For years I've been painting and not having to worry about where my head was, and I could sit directly in front of my canvas to paint. Now that I'm doing these videos, I have to be aware of where my head is so that I'm not blocking y'all's view. And because making YouTube videos is a process, that's for sure. That's for sure. Hey, and if y'all noticed, I'm getting a little bit better about painting and talking at the same time. But there'll still be a bunch of and ums in there, I'm sure. So, bear with me there. Bear with me there. Yep. So we're not going to worry about what the bottoms of these trees really look like right now until we get to that point. putting some look at that, see? I'm getting leaves all over my hand there from touching the canvas. And if you want, you could make you a maul stick. If I can find it, it's in here somewhere. Hold that thought. I have if I can find it. I'm looking. I have a couple of things I can use. Sorry. All right. You can use a ruler, a yardstick here, right? And use it to steady your hand and paint with. But then again, it's going to slip up here unless you can brace it on something. So you can brace it like from the knobs up there or something. Or I have used this before, a nice little dowel, and use that to brace my arm on. It feels a little more sturdier than the yardstick, but yeah, and that way you don't get green paint on your hand from your leaves. And it kind of steadies your hand a little bit. We're not gonna concern ourselves with too many details at this moment. The details will come when the leaves are gone. Because as you can see, well, maybe you can't see, but I have a picture that I'm working with. It's up here, up above, and there's just not a whole lot of tree detail. I mean, it's like you can see the tree trunks, and then there's leaves in front of them. So anyway, some of these trunks need to be cleaned up a little bit. See if we can't make the edge on them just a little bit. I'm sitting here just holding this stick and not even using it. See? See how much easier that is than trying to rest a pinky on the canvas. That was a little glob there. Oop. See, I'm not up there good. Oh my. Because these are in front of the leaves in the background. So, Some of these leaves are in the front, some of them are in the back. So, and we're not going exactly, perfectly from the photo. Not all that concerned. This is just a reference to go by to. All right. We're making some headway here. And this one. A little hint of just a little hint. All right, I think we need to mix a little bit of burnt umber, just a touch, just a tiny touch of the oxide of chromium, maybe a little bit of yellow, lighten it up a little bit. We only got like a mossy green color. We're gonna add tiniest little dot of white, just a tiny dot. See what we can come up with here, because we're gonna put some highlights on them trees, just a little bit, because some of them look like they got a little green on them, little sunshine shining on them. So we're gonna try to imitate that. Let's see what we can come up with here. Like a light mossy green color. Yeah, see? Not that much of a big difference. Yep. Just gonna scrumble that on there, fill in the blanks. And if we feel like we need some more highlights, which, we might feel like we need some more. Right? That's the beauty of painting. If you don't like it, you can change it. And if you change it and you still don't like it, you can change it again. Keep working on it. All right, I think it needs to be just a little bit lighter. So we're going to mix up another bit of that color, but we're going a little bit lighter. Maybe a little more of the raw umber. A little more white, a little more yellow. good highlight here. A little bit of sunshine. Right here. See through the trees. About every tree on this side has some highlights. But we'll keep working on it. And then of course there's little knots and stuff like that. And we'll try to get those in there. I'm using the same brush and I hadn't cleaned it. I just kind of, I'm dry brushing it on there, so I'm like dabbing. Just seeing some spots where I can see some bare canvas and I don't like it. Kind of fill in all the voids. And keep in mind, I'll probably go over all of this with the leaves, so it's just one of those things. It's bugging me now. I gotta fix it. Okay. Okay, I'm feeling better about that. Now I'm noticing that there's another like tree trunk back here. So we're gonna put that in. This time I'm gonna clean my brush because I don't want the green to come shining through on it. So dipping it in my brush cleaner there. Wiping it with the paper towel. Always keep that paper towel handy. As I'm going up, trying to make my trees a little thinner at the top because that's how trees are built. And sometimes I go up and they get a little thicker, so then I go back down and make them a little thicker at the bottom. And kind of fix it. Tumbling on some texture into this one. Where it looks a little too dark. All right, I think I'm going to stand back and look at that and see what I think about those trees. Okay, I'm thinking that looks pretty good. I'm satisfied with it. So now I'm going to put some highlights on those right there that I just put in. I'm going to clean my brush and try to get some of that dark raw umber out of it. And Y'all, I had to time lapse that video, otherwise it would have been 2 hours long. Anyway, someone had brought it to my attention my path was a little too wide, so I corrected that off camera. Sorry you missed it. But it's like I said, it can be fixed. It's not, rocket science or brain surgery, thank God. But thanks for watching. I appreciate y'all. And I'll be posting another video on Tuesday. So tune in. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. It really helps me out a lot. Thanks a lot, y'all. See you Tuesday. Bye now.